and handcuffed her as the shooting unfolded. Lilia Luciano has the exclusive interview. Lilia, good morning.
10 minutes, she received a frantic call from her mom telling her that there was a shooting at the school. So she got in her car and she sped at about 100 miles an hour, she told me, until she finally got here. And this is what she told me after.
Right away as I parked, U.S. Marshals started coming toward my car saying that I wasn't allowed to be parked there. And he said, well, we're going to have to arrest you because you're being very uncooperative. I said, well, you're going to have to arrest me because I'm going in there. And I'm telling you right now, I don't see none of y'all in there. Y'all are standing with snipers and y'all are far away. If y'all don't go in there, I'm going in there. He immediately put me in cuffs.
She says after Uvalde police officers told marshals to uncuff Gomez, she ran towards the school.
As soon as they uncuffed me, I jumped that first gate fence. And once I jumped it, I went to my son's class. And I knocked on the door, and I remember the teacher saying, I'm like, hey, they're already bolt cutting the fence to get me. She's like, you think we have time to get out? I said, y'all have time. I'm going to run for my other son.
Once she was assured her son was okay, Gomez ran to get her other child, encountering more officers who tried to stop her.
So I start yelling, and I'm being cooperative, and I'm like, well, y'all aren't doing what are y'all doing? Y'all ain't doing y'all need to be in here. Give me.
I got something to say about this. Where's the dads? Come on, dads. I'm sorry, I got to say it. I got to say it. There are a lot of kids in that school. And you mean to tell me, now I don't know because I'm just finding out about this particular story. I know about other parents that were trying to get in and they were being restricted from doing so. But I didn't know about this woman that actually made it in there. I heard about cops that may have gone in there to get their kids, but I haven't heard about this woman. I just heard about the parents that have been blocked. But with the amount of kids in that school and the amount of parents, and we know parents wanted to go in, a woman is the only one that we know of that actually went in there to get her kids. Where the dads at? She went in there, gunshots are going off. She already got arrested. Where are the fathers? I had to ask. I'm sorry, I had to ask. Why is it a woman? And where's the father of her kids? I don't know, man. Wow.
Cooperative, and I'm like, well, y'all aren't doing what are y'all doing? Y'all ain't doing y'all need to be in here. Give me your vest. Somebody give me a vest. Something. I started paying attention to how far the shots were being.
She's asking for a vest. She's like, give me something. Let's get this done. We got to get this done. We got to get these kids out. Right? No, he's got an AR-15. We don't want to get shot. Oh, man. We need precision shooters. We need tanks. We need drones. This lady's probably in a t-shirt and shorts. And she's like, let's go. She said, let's roll. Oh, my goodness. And what do you think the priority was of these cops when this is happening? What do you think the priority was? I can almost guarantee you that the priority of the cops that saw this going down was, this looks bad. This looks bad. We can't let her go in there because if she's successful, OMG. How is it going to look if we let a woman go in there and face off with some crazy nutcase holding an assault-style weapon, semi-automatic death weapon of war stick, while we're out here with our body armor and all this military gear, and we let a woman go in there? We gotta make sure that she doesn't go in there and make us look bad. We're not worried about, we need to save these kids. No, we need to save our reputations. That's what they worried about. We gotta save our reputations. We can't let this woman make us look bad.
This is Unit 5-6 Bravo. We have a mother hopping the fence. All units converge now. Stop that mother!
Roscoe, sorry. Did you hear what she said, man? She's in the school and she's hearing the gunshots going off as she's in there. And that means the cops also, and this is a critical part I want you guys to, I mean, I think people get it by now, but again, for some that don't get it, you know, you may have in your mind this hostage situation. I know there's a small percentage of the population that may be thinking this way, but just in case somebody listening, you're still thinking that way, hostage situation, and you know, they set up outside and they're on the radio and all this kind of stuff. Generally, they don't do that when shots are going off. That's not a thing that you do when shots are going off. In fact, if that is a thing that you're doing, the standing outside and lined up on the radio, Unit 5-6, we got movement, lower window, you know, north quadrant. You know, if you're in that kind of situation, right? Unit 5-6 Bravo, we're trying to get a number to call where we think the suspect is so we can try to get to negotiate on the phone. If that's the situation, right? And you hear pop, 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 it's over. It's the whole standoff, it's over. They're going in, all right? Go, 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 go. Shots fired, go, 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 go. They're in, right? The standoff is over. You do not hold people hostage. That's not what happened here. You do not hold people hostage and then start firing off shots and expect the cops to just stand around and be like, hey, guy. Get on a loudspeaker. Hey, we're hearing some shots. What's going on in there? I hope you're not killing anyone. No! That's if you want to die, if you got a hostage situation, you want to die. You trying to suicide by cop. Start firing some shots off and see what happened to you.
Unless, of course, you're in Texas. Don't mess with Texas. In Texas, we will stand outside and let you do your thing. We don't want to mess with you because freedom.
Right? You can fire at the roof, the floor. I mean, some people would say fire at your head. You know, but I don't care what you fire at. If you firing shots and there's cops outside, you best believe they coming in, unless it's in
Texas. Don't mess with Texas.
Right? In red Texas, all right, you can fire shots in a school with a bunch of kids and you're safe, right? The cops ain't coming in. In Governor Abbott's Texas, right? In Ted Cruz, Texas, right? In the, let's do a press conference with a whole bunch of people standing behind, and then Beto comes up, and we're going to be more enraged that Beto spoke than we're going to be about the kids that got killed, right? Kids that got killed, well, you know, thoughts and prayers, you know, thoughts and prayers. Beto coming up, trying to, you know, admittedly, a little bit of grandstanding.
Oh, son of a bitch, come in. You got some nerve. That's an outrage. You come in here and goddamn try to get him out of here. Arrest that guy. I don't care about his First Amendment rights. Fuck the Constitution. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Kids died, shot in the school?
Well, thoughts and prayers and you know, community is grieving and, you know, well, we need to do something, you know, something should be done, yeah.
Beto comes in.
Get the fuck out of here, you son of a bitch! Get out of here!
Governor Abbott, your people are out of control. Are you going to say something? This guy is a senior guy, whatever, in your area, your state, and he is showing himself to the world. Are you going to say something? Are you going to calm your boy down so people don't think Texas is out of control? No, Governor Abbott just sitting there, ain't got nothing to say, he just sitting there. He got nothing to say, right? Son of a bitch. Where was the son of a bitch for the guy that killed all those kids? Huh? Guy shoots up all those kids.
Son of a bitch! We gonna do something about this. How dare this guy come in here and shoot up these kids?
No, he got the fire for Beto. Talk about some beta male bullshit.
That's something. I started paying attention to how far the shots were being, so that I knew the shooter was all the way still by my first son's class. So when I went to my second son's door, the teacher didn't want to open the door for me. So that's when they started escorting me out. And as I see that they're opening my son's door, I go run for my son and I get him.
With both of her kids out safe, Gomez still can't shake the thought of those who didn't make it. While you were inside the school, did you see officers
There was not
inside
one
the school?
officer inside the school when I
In
ran
the
to my second
areas-
son's class. There was not one officer.
And you were hearing gunshots, so you knew
You
that
could hear the
it was an
gunshots.
active
It was
shooter.
still active. The gunshots were still active. They were not in there. There was no one in there. If anything, when I pulled up, my car was closer to the school than where the snipers and everybody that was laying on the ground were.
One thing else is strange. I want you guys to picture, because I know people are gonna just get caught up in the story. You know, hero, this woman went in there and she got her kids. You go, girl. But I'm sorry, my brain doesn't work that way. I get caught up in the details sometimes to a fault. Picture the situation. You got a school shooting going on. People are in lockdown in the class, right? They're all, everybody's afraid. Oh my goodness. Pop, pop. You're hearing shots in the background. I'm sorry if I'm triggering anybody. Anyway. And this lady, I guess she come knock on the door. Bam, 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 bam. This is Miss whatever her name is, Gonzalez. I'm come to get my kids. And the teacher's like, okay, come on in. Right. So first of all, how does that work? Because how do you know that she's really a parent and she's not with the shooter? How are you gonna open the door to some lady that's not gonna? I know nobody's gonna think about this stuff, right? That's how my brain works, right? People are just gonna get caught up in the hero story. How do you authorize the opening of the door to some woman who claims she's a mother, right? And then you're gonna do that and let her take her kid. What about the rest of the kids, right? I mean, I guess the issue is if you try to go out with more kids, you're putting them all at risk, because I guess they have a protocol that they're supposed to hide or under the tables or whatever. So sticking with the protocol, you would keep everybody in there, but this is a mother, so I guess she has the ultimate authority for her own child. So if she's saying she wants her child, I guess you're going to give her a child. But again, by opening the door, you're risking the whole classroom, right? The guy's nearby. He's down the hall. He shoots her. She's dead. And then he's in the classroom and all those kids are dead. All because that teacher let this woman in, right? That's the scenario you're looking at. So that being said, again, does she say, who's your son? Tommy? Okay, Tommy, go with your mother. Okay, and then let her out and you close the door and then you guys stay in there? I mean, I guess, but it's a little bit awkward. It's just, it's like, if those kids can go out, right? Why can't the rest of the kids go out? Like, how do you, I don't know. And I'm not putting any blame on her for not rescuing any. I mean, she went after her kids. That's the only kid that she has a responsibility for. But it's just kind of bizarre that there's a pathway to leave and only her kids are going on. And then for the cops that went in, I got their kids as well. So you went into a classroom as a cop, call police, and you're like, Tommy, whatever. I don't know why everybody's kid's name is Tommy, but, and here's your kid. Okay, all right, good luck, guys. Good luck. Hope you guys make it out all right. Come on, let's go, Tommy. Like, let's go. Hey, officer, whatever. Did you get your kid? Yeah, I got my kid. Great. Hope those other kids make it out okay. Like, what is going on? This whole situation from beginning to end is just an absolute disaster. Do you guys remember the very beginning of when we first heard about the story? And I reported on this. What was the story? It was like 14 killed, 2 injured. And then every other story was 2 killed, 14 injured. And I'm like, what? And it was literally links that you search in Google and the link would say one thing. You click on the link and then the actual page would say the opposite in terms of 14 killed versus 14 injured. So that was the very beginning. The body count, and we know sometimes in these stories, rapidly things are happening very rapidly. People are rushing to get the stories out, and sometimes some details are mixed up. But how do you have such a drastic mistake? I mean, it's one thing if you said it was 13 killed, and then we found out it's actually 14, or you said 13 and it's actually 10. How do you go from the actual reverse? Right? Such a massive, from 2 to 14, and both numbers were flipped. Multiple people doing that. Like, what a shit show from beginning to end. Holy crap. Where's Mr. Abbott? Where's Mr. Abbott? What did he say? I'm perturbed or whatever he said? I'm livid. I live it. I haven't heard shit from this bullshitter. Fucking bullshitters, American politicians. DeSantis, hiding. He won't say nothing. Right? But because he plays these culture wars, which is all people care about, oh, he's so great. Where is he now? Doesn't even have the balls to speak about this. Fucking bullshitters. Democrats, Republicans alike. Clown show. Where's DeSantis? All that fucking fire. Where's your fire now? This woman went in and had to rescue her own kid. Your people lying left and right. And you got more fire for Beto?
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has vetoed $35 million that was set to go to the Tampa Bay Rays for a new spring training facility in the wake of the team's decision to engage in a woke-off.
You fucking beta male Abbott the fraud.
The window, I mean, something, but nothing was being done. If anything, they were being more aggressive on us parents that were willing to go in there. And like I told one of the officers, I don't need you to protect me. Get away from me. I don't need your protection. If anything, I need you to go in there with me to go protect my kids. And if anything, they were being more aggressive on us. They were more pertaining on keeping us back than getting into that school.
You know, her account is another reflection of just the gaps in communication, those holes that we're trying to fill about the information that was coming in from 911, what the officers outside knew, what the officers inside knew.
And just so everybody knows, we've been in contact with DPS every day, just so you all know.
They say, they say that you're not cooperating.
I've been on the phone with them every day.
They're saying you're not cooperating. So just 2 seconds.
Just so you know, we've been talking to them every day.
What is your reaction?
Y'all have a good day.
What is your reaction, sir? And Jim and Poppy, obviously, we gave him ample opportunity several times, asking him to address the accusations from the DPS about his involvement, about his decision making. He chose to dodge those questions, and as you can see, going inside his office, people came out to get him inside. We were the only ones there. We've been looking for him for days. For days, we've been looking for him. We've been reaching out to him, wanting him to respond to this community. People here very upset, obviously, over some of the decision making. And finally, my producer, Matt Friedman, and I, look, we went there. We wanted to ask him questions. He clearly is dodging some of the key questions in this, claiming that he's cooperating in this investigation. He claims he's going to address some of these questions at some point. We'll see.
You hear what she said? They were more focused on keeping the parents out than going in and doing their goddamn job. And in this moment, you got bullshitters that are here talking about, oh, we need to have more cops in the schools and we need more guns. That's the solution. They had a whole fucking dozens of guns and officers. Exactly what you're calling for failed, and your answer is more of what didn't work? How disconnected from reality are we in this country? And this is red fucking Texas. Red as fucking wine, Texas. The gun-free pro-gun is don't mess with Texas, Texas. This is a state where the electricity shuts down, people are dying, and they talking about, oh, Green New Deal and the liberals and Green New Deal in the fucking red state. And now the pro-gun state has this complete disaster. Where the fuck is Abbott? Nowhere. Where's Cruz? Nowhere. Where's the Republican Party? Hiding, playing in, oh, well, Texas and, and the Democrats and these liberal policies. Which liberal policies? Why won't you mention a specific liberal policy that you don't think will work? Why you keep saying, oh, these liberal policies, they don't work? Which policies and why it don't work? Stop the fucking bullshit.
Immediately see how you can deflect and blame others. Immediately. That is what we went to. That is what I did too. That's why I saw it. I saw the text that Jason sent, and I kind of shook my head because that's just what you did. You immediately blame others, and sadly, a lot of people fall for it. Because look at how many people think the election was stolen.
I want you guys to understand these kind of scams. Don't fall for this bullshit. How he's there? The family. That's a deflection tactic. Like the family's grieving. That's an emotionally charged thing. It's sad, whatever. Right? So the idea of these poor families grieving and all you want to do is you want to get a gotcha interview and you're worried about interviews. You're worried about trying to get the views on whatever. Have a heart. have a heart. People are grieving. I keep saying grooving. People are grieving. Why can't I speak? People are grieving. Oh my goodness. People are grieving. Right? So that's how you change the topic. You don't want to talk about something, so you change the topic to something, and you frame it in that way where, oh, look at this guy. He's being insensitive. You think this police chief is worried about the families? That's why he's ducking and diving. He doesn't want to talk to this guy. He's like, oh, this guy wants to do some interview, and these poor families are grieving. I can talk. These families are grieving, and he wants to. Oh, let me run away, because if I talk to him, that's going to be disrespectful to the families. The families don't want to hear an accountability for what happened and why their kids are dead. They don't care about that right now. Why would a grieving parent care about accountability for how their kids got killed? Right? What a grieving parent wants is to see me running away from a reporter and ducking into my office. That would make them feel better. Right? That makes sense.
Then you're doing the right thing. You shouldn't be talking to him because they already put out stuff, and you don't want any more. Can you imagine if he puts out more incorrect information at this point?
Can you imagine if he puts out more incorrect information? The problem with that statement is if this guy was, what's their name, Lightfoot in Chicago, if this was Pelosi or any of those people, right, in the Democratic Party, Democrats, whatever, right, you wouldn't care about, oh, they put out wrong information and he's doing the right thing by keeping them. You wouldn't care. You'd be like, yes, get her. Pelosi should answer the questions. That's good reporting. Good news. Good Fox News going in there and trying to get Pelosi to answer. Don't let her run away. Unlike CNN, CNN, they wouldn't even do this, right? They wouldn't want to talk about this, right? But Fox News is going in there and putting Pelosi on the spot. Good stuff, right? But because the person that's being called out is inconvenient to your narrative, all of a sudden, oh well, you got to think about the protocol and this and that. Let's stop with the bullshit, man. Come on, man. This is the Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Shout out to Lisa. Thanks for letting me know about this one. This is, wow. That's all I got to say. Amazing. Mind blown. Complete shit show.